Hi, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Insurance Experts. It's really my pleasure to have on the line today Honey Leveen, a long-term care insurance specialist. Thanks, Honey, for joining us today.
Mark, I'm delighted to be with you.
So tell us a little bit about your background. How did you get started in long-term care?
I started my practice about 30 years ago. My aunt told me that she had just purchased a long-term care insurance policy and they were new. And since I had just gotten my license, she recommended that I go research this. And so in order to research long-term care insurance 30 years ago, I literally had to go to the library and read articles on microfiche. That's the only place I found articles, for real.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people listening to this, they might not even know what microfiche is anymore, right?
I bet. I think you're right.
So I've also heard that people have the moniker for you, LTC Queen. How did you get that title?
That was as a result of a networking event I went to early in my career. I networked my legs off in those days, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and in between. And it was a networking workshop on how to brand yourself.
Okay.
So this long-term care queen just popped out of my mouth and it has stuck like glue. And it's been really, really, really fun.
Very cool. Do you work with a lot of financial professionals or do you work with more clients directly these days?
I would say about 50-50 people are referred to me individually, or they will research long-term care online and find my site and come to me, and about 50% from financial planners. Okay,
so let's talk about financial planners for a little bit. I know you were talking about a recent case to me. Tell us a little bit about the financial planner that you were working with.
These are planners that only work with high net worth individuals, and I've developed a friendship and a trusting business relationship with them over many years. So in this case, one of the financial planners asked me to do his own long-term care insurance for him.
Very cool.
And I thought that was very flattering. I was very flattered.
Yeah. So have you helped, do they always help their clients with long-term care planning or just when their clients bring it up to them?
No, these two planners always take the lead in recommending long-term care insurance. They are very, very cognizant of what can happen to people who need long-term care and they don't have this stuff.
What
even high net worth, high net worth individuals. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Mark.
No, that's okay. What kind of made them aware of long-term care in the first place?
My clients' parents both needed long-term care, and they both had long-term care insurance. So, and his mother is filing a claim on it now, which is very helpful because my client lives in another state. So.
Yeah, we always hear about things starting with a personal experience, and I guess the planner themselves had a personal experience.
Although I have to say these two financial planners in practice together, they are so cognizant of what happens when there is an unplanned for a long-term care need.
So do they always recommend long-term care insurance, or are there other solutions that they provide to their clients?
They always recommend it, Mark, but if their client absolutely is not open to long-term care insurance, then instead the planners set aside a certain amount of money that is segregated and earmarked exclusively for a long-term care spending shock.
Okay, what's a spending shock? What does that mean exactly?
A spending shock is a large expense that you weren't expecting. And I think most of them in the world of financial planning come from unplanned for long-term care needs.
I see. So it's almost like a self-funding strategy that they employ.
That's what it is. They're spending 100 cents on the dollar for long-term care.
I got you.
Out of their own pocket.
So the financial advisor came to you because they personally wanted to get a plan, which is very flattering. What exactly motivated them to want to get a plan now, and why hadn't they done it earlier?
They couldn't do it earlier, Mark, because they really had to get their kids out of the house, through college and out of the house, and both of the kids are well established now.
Okay.
So they had wanted it for some years. They would always mention this to me, and they always told me the truth about why they were waiting.
Okay. And how old are they now that they're looking to do it?
58 and 59.
Okay. So that's the financial planner and their spouse?
Yes.
Okay. So tell us about their particular situation. What's kind of about this case kind of stood out to you that you wanted to share today?
Well, I had to place each spouse with a different carrier due to their health. The
Okay.
husband, yeah, the husband has wonderful health and could have gone with any of the long-term care carriers, but the wife is not quite as lucky.
Okay. What's her condition that she has?
She has chronic back pain, and she's taking some heavy-duty meds for it.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah.
what option were you able to provide to her in the insurance market?
We actually found her a long-term care carrier who would accept her, and we got her a nice policy. I think that only a long-term care specialist would have known and would have had this product in their repertoire, though.
Okay. What types of financial protection did it provide to her, let's say at age 85?
At age 85, she'll have about $250,000 worth of long-term care protection.
Okay, so not a chintzy policy at all. Pretty
It's
substantial.
not. It's a nice policy.
Very cool. And what did you end up doing for him with the other insurance company?
The husband's policy is robust, and it will provide about $450,000 of long-term care protection at age 85.
Okay,
He's got a rich policy.
so for him, you were able to get more benefits because of his health, and for her, you were able to get her pretty substantial benefits too, but from a
Yes.
select carrier. Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Anything else you want to kind of point out that was unique about this situation, in terms of value proposition or anything else that was unique there?
No, the best thing about this case, Mark, was it was so flattering to have the advisor choose me for their own policies.
Right.
That was very cool.
And we believe that everyone needs a plan, and so it's great when the advisors own the plan themselves, because obviously recommending it to clients is just that much more powerful.
Yes, exactly. In fact, when I sold my own self long-term care insurance, I learned more from that than from anything.
Okay, when did you buy your policy?
In my 30s.
Very cool.
In my 30s. Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Well, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us today on the interview. I'm sure we'll be doing more interviews with you and talking about some other clients that you've worked with, but I appreciate your time.
I appreciate this opportunity, Mark. I wish you huge success.
All right, thanks. We'll talk soon.
Okay.